Thursday Morning Brew. It's Nick Cooper. It's Tony Hart. And we are, you're going to be hitting the road later on this morning, Tony.
Yeah, we got our Super Bowl prediction segment coming up later this morning. We're going to team up with our friends at the Lake Superior Zoo, kind of like we did for Groundhog's Day last week.
Sure.
We're not going to use, prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs.
Yes,
So
we're not going to use prairie dogs. We have an animal that will actually show up, I believe.
All right.
And and I made a request to make sure that it's some kind of animal that we can hear and it's noisy.
Oh,
So
nice. Looking forward to finding more because
I can't say more.
I'm in the dark on this. I just know
not a
you're
goat,
leaving, and I need to get you on the air, and we're going to talk about whatever's happening. So
Just know it's not a goat because I will not do anything with a goat.
fair enough. Speaking of the Super Bowl, so we're getting close to the big game. It's this weekend. How much do players make in the Super Bowl?
Good question.
I have the answer for you.
Great.
And there's actually someone from our region that's in the big game.
Nice.
So we'll share those details as well. Plus, play Song in 60 and a whole lot more through the
Mix 108. Hey, good morning. It's Tony and Nick. It's the Morning Brew. It's time to play Song in 60, a fun little game we like to play every morning, where we give clues to a song, and you just got to guess the song. In the spotlight today is Nick. I have the clues ready for today's song.
Okay.
If you're playing along at home, feel free to yell out the name of the song if you know it before Nick.
All right.
Because we can't hear you. Okay, here we go. The clues for Song in 60 start right now. Not old, but
That would be young.
brown, turkey, beef, mashed potatoes.
Oh, is it Young Gravy?
Young gravy.
Nice. Okay.
Blank boop. Blank white. Blank Taylor Swift song name.
Betty.
Betty. There you go.
Yes.
I think there's something in parentheses, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Young Gravy Betty is today's
Love that.
song in 60. And really, it's the only song he had.
Yeah.
You know, so, well,
Unless we talk about that song that I had in my most played last year, but
there's that one.
that's just me.
But this is a banger.
Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. It's hard to believe it's Thursday already. Super Bowl week, though, it's flying by. Whether you're looking forward to just the fact that it's the weekend, the game, the commercials, the halftime performance, the food. I know that's a big thing, too, is the food.
Yeah.
All right.
Good excuse to make, wings, stuff like
and
that.
Pizza and nachos. Love that. All right. So I pose the question to you. Do you know how much players make for playing in the Super Bowl or the playoffs or anything like that?
I don't, but I suspect it's probably some kind of base rate. Plus, I know a lot of them get bonuses and such for making it to the big game.
So NFL players, they get more money the further they advance in the playoffs. So a breakdown I found, courtesy of Carol Levin in the Twin Cities, they did a breakdown on this. So wild card round, first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
$50,500.
That's it?
For the game. That's like 3 hours. Think about that. What's that per hour?
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. But considering how much NFL players make, that doesn't seem like a lot of money.
That's $16,833 an hour.
Right. I get it. It's to you and me, yeah, that seems like a lot, but
Yeah, you're not wrong. I did. If you work that out per game, it's only like 800,000. So that's,
right.
Divisional round, same deal. Conference championships, which just happened 2 weeks ago, 73,000. The Super Bowl losing team.
But you consider how much the NFL makes on these games, because they make more money on these games than they do
The other
regular
ones?
season games.
Yeah. Super Bowl losing team,
Yeah.
$89,000.
Okay.
So you lost and you just made almost $100,000.
Oh, really? The winner gets more?
Yeah.
How much?
$164,000.
That's it?
Plus the ring, plus the bragging
ring.
rights. The thing
That's crazy. I thought they'd make a lot more than
you would
that, honestly.
kind of think so.
Is
And
this for all the players? Or, because contracts are just good for the season? If Kirk Cousins has a contract and he makes blank amount of money and they say he makes, let's say, $8 million a game, Does that stop when the regular season is over?
So-
and then they just fall back on these.
They link to
Rates?
the collective bargaining agreement between the players and the
Yeah.
league, and they say that you've got your contract for the season, and then you've got your the contractual obligations between the league and the players for those dollar amounts. Those are specified in the contract between the Players Association and the league.
Interesting.
So I'm sure there's other stuff, incentives and other things too.
Well,
from the
maybe that's
team.
what the league pay, but the teams can still
Probably other stuff.
The teams probably are still paying the player. I don't know.
They don't say it in the story.
complicated.
So I don't. Yeah. Well, sports contracts are complicated.
Yeah.
But this kind of goes along with, so those numbers do sound kind of small. And this question gets asked every year. What does the halftime show performer get paid?
Nothing.
And that's the thing that's wild about that. They get basically an uptick in sales, streaming.
They make more. They probably make more money than the players by performing
at
there.
the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't actually get paid by the league to do this, which is, I don't. So they use the phrase "don't get paid by the league," but like Apple Music is organizing
the
that. I
sponsor,
wonder
yeah.
if they pay something, like anything.
Maybe that's a good point. Because they're attaching their name to that artist, so that artist is
Correct.
probably getting some money. It's
Something.
There's probably money being exchanged somewhere.
Right, but the big thing is because that's the big talking point that
Yeah,
it comes up
every
every
year
year.
that
It's,
they don't
get
get
paid
anything,
anything.
they don't get
It's
paid
all
anything.
for publicity, and that's why a lot of artists have been tying new albums to their appearance.
Right.
Because a lot of people get extra downloads and sales and whatever around those times, so it makes sense.
Oh, it makes complete sense if you do it right, sure.
But again,
Like,
think about-
God forbid if Taylor ever did the Super Bowl. Can you imagine? She'd like drop 6 albums that night, all with 12 different variants.
right, exactly.
All with different merchandise. Man.
Yeah, all the money. All the money. So there you go. Usher's not getting paid anything officially, but all the players apparently making just $164,000 if they win, which
Well,
I don't know.
Nice.
Interesting.
And all the confetti they can handle.
All yes. And a trip to Disney.
Well, somebody gets a trip to Disney.
Yeah.
Usually one player.
Yeah, it's like the MVP, isn't it?
Yeah, usually.
All right. We're going to get some music in for you from Teddy Swims, Taylor Swift, and remember, we are going to be getting an official prediction
For the
big
Super
game.
Bowl. Yes, I'm heading to the Lake Superior Zoo here soon, and we have a animal Super Bowl prediction. What animal at the Lake Superior Zoo will be
find
making the prediction? Stick around and find out. It's the Morning Brew on Mix 108. Mix 108, good morning. It's Tony and Nick. It's the Morning Brew. So Target is looking at doing what Walmart is now doing, and
Yes.
of course Amazon, I would say, kind of invented.
Kind of the pioneer in the retail space, yeah.
Is a membership program. So, of course, Amazon has Prime and you get free shipping, some other perks, video,
Yep.
music, service, etc. Walmart recently launched their Walmart Plus subscription service, which they try to sneak in on every order you make there. But anyways, I know like several people that have accidentally added that and like 4 months later have realized that they paid for that because they're really sneaky about it. So
That's
be careful about
kinda-
that, friends.
sure.
Anyways, so Walmart offers their Plus program, very similar, free shipping. I think they've
got a tie-in with some streaming service.
Paramount or
yep,
something,
yep.
and they have some other benefits. Now, Target is looking at doing the same thing. They're calling the program internally Project Trinity.
Oh, well, that sounds fancy.
No, Triton. Project Triton. It's not a nuclear bomb program. Project Triton. And what they may do is launch a new membership program for $10 to $15 a month is a speculation.
Okay.
And it could offer a lot of the same benefits, including free shipping, special shopping days like Prime Day. You know how Prime does their
Yep.
Prime Day for
Little
only
exclusive.
members.
Yep.
Walmart Plus does the same thing around the holidays. They have Walmart Plus exclusive only deals.
I was just reminded Best Buy has kind of a similar, but it's different.
But you have to earn your way into that, I think. I don't think you can pay for that, actually. Well, you pay for it by buying merchandise.
yeah, it's a different, but they've got a anyway.
It's different.
It's yeah.
But so Target is looking at doing it this year. Now, Target owns Shipt, SHIPT.
Sure.
They bought that company back in 2017, and they offer, personalized shopping, free same-day delivery from all their Target stores. So speculation is that they could maybe roll in that service in with the Target membership. Also, there's some problems, though, I see, because if they want to do like free shipping for this
Right.
paid membership, red card holders get free shipping right now as a benefit for being a red card holder, right? And then they also offer their Target Circle program, their loyalty, which gives you 1% back on purchases you made for like later or purchases down the road. And exclusive perks like birthday, like a 5% off coupon on your birthday and some other things.
Right.
So I wonder if they're going to have to modify those programs to launch their new membership program, which could make some people upset.
Yes, I think that would. That was the first thing that came to my mind. But the other thing is, so I was reading an article about Amazon, the OG in this whole thing.
Yeah.
And there is a growing level of frustration with those subscription prices for Amazon keep going up. And it might go up again sometime soon from the sound of it. And what you get back seems to be getting
less and
diminished.
less. I will say on the shipping end, that seemed to be true over the last few years. But lately, I would say over the last like 6 months or so, I've been noticing their shipping getting back to levels like pre-pandemic kind of.
Okay.
And I'm suspecting that this is a big push for Amazon to build like that place here in Duluth so they can offer same day shipping, because that's a big thing like down in the cities. Like my mom, my Amazon order from this morning is here when I talk to her in the afternoon.
That's kind of,
So that would be nice, right?
Well, with Target.
And it would make that membership worth more to me.
Sure. Because with Target, anywhere they've got a store, that makes it very easy because they don't need to build that infrastructure.
Warehouses all over the country already set up. So it's interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how Target handles this, because they're kind of in a unique situation with the other programs that they're having. Because Amazon didn't have any kind of loyalty or credit card benefits.
Walmart didn't previously either.
And Walmart really didn't either. They just kind of launched their program. So I'm kind of curious to see how Target handles this.
If you don't upset your fans.
Target.
No.
Target. But they're also very forgiving to Target as well, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, like they won't hate on Target as bad as they could like hate on maybe Walmart.
Sure.
For some reason.
It's that significant other that frustrates you. You get mad at them and then you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
I forgive you.
But while they may have a difficult time kind of launching it and trying to figure out the nuances of it, there's no doubt in my mind that it'll kill for them and it'll make them a lot of money.
And that's whether you use it as much as you can or should or not, they're making the money.
The Target fan club is out there.
Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
You could offer get in the line 5 minutes early for that Stanley, the new Stanley, Stanley line for members only.
People would pay that. They very much would.
Anyways, more information about Target's upcoming possible membership program can be found in the Mix 108 app or Mix108.com right now.
We're going to see what's trending at the top here in a couple of minutes. And remember, a chance to win some Madonna tickets. And also, Tony's going to go and see what an animal or animals at the zoo are going to predict for the winner of the Super Bowl this year. It's all coming up later on this morning here in Mix 108.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Currently, it is 37 degrees downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. We're going to see a high today around 40, a little over 40, depending on where you are in the Northland. Rain chances continue, changing to snow tonight. Then colder is what we're going to see for the rest of the forecast. Tomorrow, 31, some snow chances. Shouldn't see a ton of snow is what I'm being told. Good. We'll see, but that's what.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Then for Saturday, only 25. Sunday, and both it's going to be breezy both Saturday and Sunday. Only maybe 28 Sunday. Monday, 32. Slight chance of snow showers. Breezy once again. So it's going to be colder and windier over the weekend. So just be prepared for that.
I'm prepared.
Okay.
It won't last long.
Well, next week looks like it's going to be a cooler week overall. Right. So
no problems.
All right.
No problems, Nick. No problems.
A heads up, by the way, if you're someone that enjoys ice fishing and you are either have been going out or were thinking about going out in the harbor, yesterday the Duluth Fire Department issued a statement saying that if you're going to do that, you should really be careful.
You should use a boat.
Probably. What they've been saying is that any sort of ice-related activities in the harbor, be careful because they've been noticing large cracks, and they use the word fissures forming in the ice in the...
And listen, you're not only putting yourself at risk, you're putting these people at, the first responders at risk when you do this stuff.
Yeah.
So just use your head.
Yeah, that's Very important. So I know a lot of people want to get out ice fishing. It's supposed to get a little colder, but let's face it, 30 is not going to give you a bunch of extra ice.
No. Last month, we reported that Prince's Purple Rain is headed to the Broadway stage as a musical. Now we know when and where this musical will debut. According to sources, according to the Hennepin Theater Trust, who runs the Historic State Theater, that will be the world debut venue for the new Prince Purple Rain musical, which will debut in the spring of 2025.
Okay.
So, Historic State Theater, downtown Minneapolis, just blocks away, of course, from First Avenue, where Purple Rain is mostly set, and Prince made his,
that was kind of like his
place.
Yeah.
His place to jam. So, spring of 2025, you can get on a waiting list for season tickets for the Hennepin Theater Trust and get information at Mix108.com or the Mix108 app.
You say spring 2025. When you say that, I think to myself, oh, that's a couple years away. No, that's like next year.
It does sound very futuristic, doesn't it?
That's so weird.
2025 does sound very futuristic.
It does. No, that's like a year from now.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't think about that, but that does sound...
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's...
There's been a few years that sound really futuristic.
Yeah.
Like 2020 sounded very futuristic.
Don't bring that up again.
Even like 2010.
Yeah.
Or even just, I meant to say year 2000. So year 2000 seemed really futuristic, and then like 2010, and now like 2025 seems like, oh my God.
There should be flying cars everywhere.
We're the Jetsons now.
That's so weird. Anyway, didn't mean to derail that whole thing.
Yeah, we did.
Later on this morning, chance to win Madonna tickets this morning. Show is next week in the Twin Cities, and we'd love to send you. Also, we are going to be checking in with, you're going to be going to the zoo, getting a special Super Bowl prediction.
Yep, it's Super Bowl prediction segment day today, and we're going to head to the Lake Superior Zoo and have an animal prediction. Can't tell you which animal yet, though.
It's going to be so good. Tate McRae on the way soon. It's Dua Lipa now here in Mix 108. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning, and we are about a week away from the 2024 Duluth Polar Plunge. And joining us to talk about it this morning, we have Officer Jeremy from the Duluth Police Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so give us some details. Polar Plunge coming up next Saturday.
Yes, it is. Coming up quick. So February 17th. Plunge starts at 2 p.m., but check-in registration opens at 11 a.m. You can sign up online if you haven't already signed up. You can donate online if you're too nervous or can't jump. You can donate to whatever team, whatever organization, whatever person you want.
So, I know something has been done a few years. This is also the case because you can donate to other teams, like you said. But is there also the chicken thing that they've done in years past?
Yep.
So,
rubber chicken.
Explain that a little bit for somebody that might be interested in that.
Sure. So if you sign up and you figure out, like, I'm not sure if I can jump, or maybe you have a cold or you have a medical condition that prevents you from jumping, you can come up, throw a rubber chicken in. We celebrate it. We don't make fun of you. There's people that come up and they're just ready to grab that rubber chicken and throw it in because it's their way of jumping in the water or plunging in the water. So it's a fun event. There's other options. Like I said, you don't have to jump in, but just be there and support. It's all money going towards Special Olympics Minnesota.
Exactly. Fantastic cause. And I know a lot of the athletes are a part of the event itself. Some of them plunging or there to kind of support the people that are plunging on their behalf. Just a super cool high energy event. And it's really easy to be a part of. And it's a big party. That's the other part of it, too. There's the festivities at the Garden now. I keep wanting to call it the Sports Garden, just the Garden now as well. So people can register all the way leading up to. And what's the website for that?
Just go online, search on the internet, Polar Plunge. Otherwise, it's plungemn.org. And yeah, all instructions are on there. Like you said, the party at the Garden. We'll have food, drink available for purchase. There's also a costume contest. So when people plunge in the water, they like to be dressed up, wear whatever they want. You have to wear at least a swimsuit, something.
I'm out.
Yep. We've had some questions before, but otherwise we have a costume contest. So people make a great time of it. They get a group together, whether friends or work or family. And it's just a great cause, like I said.
Another thing is if you are going to be plunging or you know someone that is going to be plunging, something we've been doing for probably 10 years now is it'll be live streamed. We'll have the link on the Polar Plunge Facebook page. It'll be on the Mix 108 YouTube channel as we've been doing in years past. And so if you know somebody that's plunging, wants to watch, easy to share, you'll actually be able to grab and share that link. We'll have that up this week yet, so you can share that with your friends and whatnot as well. So if someone very last minute decides they want to do this thing, if they're back and forth, two questions. Do you need a team? And if you decide like really last minute, can people show up that day and sign up.
Yes, you do not need a team,
Okay.
and you can show up last minute. If you're looking for a team to join, like we said, I'm on the police department. So the police department in Duluth has created their own team. It's open to the public. So we have officers jumping, we have Special Olympic athletes jumping, people from the community. We also have the Mayor Reinert has signed up to plunge with us,
Okay.
as well as Chief Sanoa. So kind of some interesting and fun people to jump with. So if you want to be part of our team, you can go online, join the Duluth Police team, and we're willing to have you.
If you're thinking about it, I mean, you might want to maybe pull the trigger sooner than later to make sure you can do as much fundraising as possible, get a couple dollars from your friends and family. But of course, I know I've known people that have just paid a little bit themselves, just on their own donation, and just do it on their own last minute too. So there's lots of options there. Again, plungemn.org, the destination. And again, it's next Saturday. One more time, the times for everybody.
2 p.m. is when the plunge starts, and you can sign up for a time slot and when in the afternoon you want to plunge. Otherwise, registration and check-in will be open at the Garden by 11 a.m.
Excellent, Jeremy. Appreciate your time this morning. Looking forward to it next week.
Yes, thank you.
Coming up yet this morning, a chance to win some Madonna tickets. Music also on the way from Taylor Swift and the Kid Laroi with Justin Bieber here at Mix It Away. Good morning. Mix What Are We Morning Brew on a Thursday morning, and we have a couple of contestants on the phone this morning to play Celebrity Name Game. So we want to say hello to Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning.
And then we have Derek as well.
Good morning.
All right, so Kelly and Derek, you're going to be playing Celebrity Name Game using the example we gave on the air just a little bit ago. And so here's what I think we're going to do. We'll say ladies first. So Kelly, you get the option of deciding if you want to start or have Derek start. How's that sound?
I'll start.
Okay, perfect. So feel free to start with a name of a celebrity, and then Derek, take it from there. And then it'll be until someone can't come up with a guess within 10 seconds, or a name within 10 seconds, okay?
All right.
All right, so Kelly, take it away.
Miley Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Well,
Miley
hold on. Well, let's get the rules straight here.
Okay,
let's start
okay.
over. Let's say she said
Miley.
Miley Cyrus, so that's C. So your celebrity has to start with a C. Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was last name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Miley Cyrus, and then now go ahead.
Charlie Hunnam.
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Howard Stern.
I didn't hear that one.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon. Another S name.
Yep.
Ugh.
6, 7,
I'm drawing a blank
Kelly.
now.
You got it.
9, 10. Uh-oh. That's the timer. But you know what? Tony, what do
You know what? We got enough pair of tickets. Let's give them both pair of tickets.
How's that? You both want to go?
Go to Madonna. Yeah. You don't have to go. You don't have to go together. You just have.
You each get your own pair of tickets to go. So, being that you were just, battling with each other on the air, you don't need to suddenly become friends. It's okay. But congratulations, you'll both be heading to the show next week down to the Twin Cities. We need you to hold on just a little bit, okay? And then we'll get back with you and get some information.
Thanks.
All right. That was fun.
That was good.
That was good.
Coming up here in just a little bit, we got our celebrity or our celebrity
Super Bowl predictions.
Super Bowl predictions.
Yes.
So stick around for that. I'm headed off to the Lake Superior Zoo here in just a few
are?
minutes.
Oh,
We got
cool.
an animal Super Bowl prediction. What will it be?
Looking forward to finding out soon here at Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Currently, it is 37 degrees downtown Duluth at the Mix 108 studios. Tony on his way to the Lake Superior Zoo. We're going to get a Super Bowl prediction from some of the animals there. In the meantime, there's been a question that I'm sure Travis Kelce has been asked a lot this week by the media, because all the players and the coaches go through a whole bunch of daily interview sessions with the media. And I'm sure you know a question he's been asked a lot about. It involves Taylor Swift. There was one member of the media, and this has been getting shared around online quite a bit, that asked the question about if there was another ring beside a Super Bowl ring that might be something that he's after being involved with this weekend. So here's what he had to say on the subject.
Is there going to be another ring besides the Super Bowl ring if you win this thing on Sunday?
I'm focused on getting this ring. That's all that my mind's focused on right now.
And he was, of course, referring to the Super Bowl ring, but he did have a smirk on his face, and he's playing along. I'm sure he enjoys the attention on the subject, but just focusing on the Super Bowl situation, but there's a lot of people that think it could happen. You know, there's a lot of speculation around just how all the things have aligned with, of course, both the teams wearing red. This, the fact that this will be what Tony was saying, the 13th game that Taylor Swift will be attending if she actually does make it, which it sounds like she will. There's a lot of factors that are all coming together just to play into the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I'm kind of on the camp of thinking that he doesn't do anything during the game or on the field as far as like a proposal or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen. Could be wrong. Prove me wrong. We'll just have to wait and find out, see what happens on Sunday. And speaking of finding out what happens on Sunday, Tony is going to be checking in with us here shortly from the Lake Superior Zoo to get some animal predictions about what they think is going to happen on Sunday. We'll find out, as well as see what's trending at the top here in a matter of minutes on Mix 108. Good morning and happy Thursday. Here's
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Well, rain the name of the game for today. We're going to see a high getting into the low to mid 40s across the Northline with rain chances through the day. Tonight, going to be shifting to snow. That's going to be the case tomorrow's chance of snow, breezy, maybe around 30 this weekend. Breezy, only going to be around 25 on Saturday. A little warmer, maybe 28 on Sunday. Still breezy, mostly cloudy. And then Monday, slight chance of snow showers, partly sunny, breezy, and 32. Next week, looking a little cooler, upper 20s, lower 30s through the course of the Through the course of next week. Oh, hi, Tony.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm putting my boots on.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Getting a little echo of myself back. But Tony's on the road getting to the Lake Superior Zoo.
Tony's on the road getting to the Lake Superior Zoo.
Yep, I'm parked in the zoo parking lot right now, putting my boots on because I don't know where we're going in the zoo, and it's a little wet and muddy out this morning, so.
Okay, well, we'll let you get settled in there, but we're going to find out about a prediction regarding what's going to happen with the Super Bowl. The animals are going to offer a prediction here, and Tony's going to be finding out what they have to say on the subject.
What they have to say on the subject.
You cut out there for a second.
I did, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll check in with Tony.
Didn't hear what you said right there.
Well, I'm just talking smack about you.
Well, I'm just talking smack about you.
All right, we'll check in with you in a little bit here, okay?
Okay.
Trending at the top here this morning, there is a warning from the Duluth Fire Department saying that there is unsafe ice conditions out in the harbor. So yesterday they issued a cautionary message saying to use caution and also to refrain from engaging in ice fishing activities in the Superior Bay. Adjacent to Park Point, they say that recent warm temperatures and, of course, now some rain has led to some cracks and fissures forming in the ice in the harbor. And so they say to really be careful and avoid those unsafe conditions, especially, again, the fact we've seen 40-plus degree days and now some rain. That's really not helping matters any. It is supposed to get a little cooler, but do exercise caution. And because, as Tony mentioned last hour, we talked a little bit about this. You know, if you do end up going through the ice, there's other people that need to put their lives in the line to go rescue you. So don't do that for anybody. Don't put yourself or anyone else in that situation of needing rescuing. We are going to, as I mentioned, check in with Tony here in a little bit, see what's going on in the Lake Superior Zoo, get those animal predictions for the Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. I don't know what animals are going to be making the predictions, but hopefully they're a little bit more active than the prairie dogs were last week. We'll find out in a little bit. Music on the way for you as well from Jack Harlow. It's Olivia Rodrigo now here at Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Busy day on the show. We've got Tony Hart now on the road. You are at the Lake Superior Zoo. Hello, Tony. Hello, Tony.
I just kind of got
Hello. I hear people. Tony, are you with us?
Do you want to talk to wolves and get pictures?
Hello, Tony. Maybe we don't have him. All right. We'll try this. Tony, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There you are. Hello. Hi, Tony. All right. So you're at the Lake Superior Zoo. What's going on down there this morning?
So we are going to make a Super Bowl prediction this morning. We are sitting here in front of some very anxious-looking animals that are like, what is going on? Let's get a couple introductions. What's your name?
I am Lizzie Larson. I'm the Director of Animal Management at the Lake Superior Zoo.
And
I am Jessica Kutch. I'm the carnival keeper for today.
all right, well, nice to meet both of you. So what is the plan for our Super Bowl prediction? We are in front of the Timberwolves here, right?
Yes, we are for the Gray Wolf exhibit, and what we've got here is we have 3 sisters. We have Sierra, Shasta, and Tahama, and we have made some enrichment for them that is San Francisco 49ers themed and Kansas City Chiefs themed. So we are going to be putting these 2 enrichment items, which they are glittery poster boards that we have put together with their logos on there. We're going to be putting this in their exhibit, and then it's up to the Wolves to decide who will be winning the Super Bowl.
Nice. Are these scented or have any anything in particular on the sign?
Yes. So already the paint does have a little bit of a smell to it, but we thought we'd make it a little bit more interesting. So we have put Japanese cherry blossom scent from Bath and Body Works on these posters, and we'll see if the ladies seem to think that this is a great way to go. I figured we got to get something pretty good for the Super Bowl going. So.
I love that Bath and Body Works lotion is a thing of this. That's fantastic.
Exactly.
You better have got 2 for 1 on that deal.
Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, come on, Bath and Body Works. We need more scents here. Come on.
Who knew? Yeah. So Bath and Body Works, if you want to, send some stuff to the zoo for enrichment, I'm sure they'll take it. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to do your thing at the studio, Nick, and then we're going to set this up, right?
Okay.
Yes, we are going to be putting these up in front of their den, and it's up to them to decide which one do they like better, which one is going to be the winner.
All right. We will be back, and we will find out the winner of the Super Bowl here shortly at the Lake Superior Zoo.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony. We'll check in a bit. In the meantime, we have Jessica joining us from Duluth this morning. Hi, Jessica.
Hi. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you for coming in on such a busy day. We got a lot going on during the show, but we're excited to have you back once again, talking about some things going on in the Northland if you're looking for things to do this weekend and early next week. And so let's start off. We talked about some Valentine's Day things.
There is so much going on that is even starting tonight through middle of next week. There are all sorts of different varieties for age groups, for kids and adults, Galentine events.
Okay.
If you're interested, there's kind of a unique Salsa at the Flame theme.
Okay.
Valentine's get together. Superior Waffles has Zumba and waffles. And so that's kind of a whole family activity, something that you can get out and try.
For sure.
And then there's also some different types of cooking classes for kids or adults. There's an Anyone Can Cake, which is a kind of a unique way, a twist on how to learn to decorate your cake and make different sorts of designs on top of your cakes and your cupcakes.
Well, that sounds fun. Now, so that specific event, for example, the cake one is what day?
That one is this Sunday.
Okay, so these are scattered, as you mentioned, kind of over the next few days leading up to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so if you really love the holiday, you can start digging in early, or if you're not really of a fan, there's different things that you can do with kids or with girls as well.
Excellent. Now, another thing you talked about, there was a couple specific events going on, not related to Valentine's Day, just some other stuff going on here the next few days as well.
Yeah, this is the 3rd annual Winter Out West, which is in Lincoln Park. And there's a couple different businesses that are really trying to bring out the family during the winter to these businesses. Bailey Builds is offering things. Wuso's Concert Cafe has a kids contest. So if you want to showcase your youth as a future star, be sure to sign up for that. There are free kids shows, and then even Spirit Mountain is offering some outdoor activities like snowshoe and skiing.
Nice. And so when is this event then?
That begins on Friday, and it runs through Sunday.
So a whole weekend of fun.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to feel kind of winter-like this weekend. So for a winter event, it'll feel kind of like the right time of year for it.
Maybe the rain will turn into snow.
That's what it sounds. Maybe a little bit. And then there was another one I think you mentioned as well that you wanted to talk about.
Parks and Rec is doing their Yeti hunt again.
Okay.
So that's a way to get outside as well. Duluthians, we just love reasons to get outside and out of our house. So they start dropping clues on their social media at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and the Yeti is located in one of their parks.
Okay.
So you go and you try to explore and find it, and then you take a picture once you find it, and then you post it on their social media for a chance to win some prizes.
Excellent. Love the scavenger hunt stuff. That's always a good time.
Yes, it always makes me get to places that I wouldn't normally go to, and I discover really neat things along the way that's not just a Yeti.
It makes you have to think out of the box a little bit, get creative, and like you said, do a little exploring. So details about all the events you talked about and a lot more. You've got a great website that has a lot of this stuff on it, all the details. What's the website?
We are doduluth.com. You can follow us on social media as well. And if you have an event you want to put on there, we have a self-submission. It's free. Anyone can use it. We really just want to promote our local businesses and get our community members active.
There's a lot of stuff to do around the Northland. It's hard to keep track of it all, and you've got a great resource for it. We appreciate you coming in this morning. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Awesome. Thank
All
you
right.
for the opportunity.
Yes, we're going to check back in with Tony here in a little while, as well as get some music in for you from Ellie Goulding, Jelly Roll, and more of the Northland's #1 hit music mix here in Mix and Away. Good morning. Mix 108, the Northland's #1 hit music mix. It's a Thursday morning brew with Nick Cooper in studio, and Tony Hart is on the road right now. We've got Tony Hart at the Lake Superior Zoo. Hello, Tony Hart.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
All right, so you're at the Lake Superior Zoo, and we've got some wolves that are looking to predict our Super Bowl. Is that what I remember correctly?
Right. So we got the 3 wolves here at the Lake Superior Zoo, all sisters.
Yes, they are all 3 sisters, and we have put their poster boards in with the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And what I didn't realize is that the Super Bowl is apparently terrifying to wolves. So...
So they're kind of investigating. They're kind of, lurking back and kind of not really approaching the poster. So either this means they're about as interested in the game as like a lot of us are, or maybe they just need a little more enticement. What are we going to do now?
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of encouragement, and that encouragement are deer rib cages.
Ooh.
Doing is, so about twice a week our wolves get bones, and this is really, really good for their teeth. It's really good for them to be able to chew on all day. It makes it pretty fun to come watch them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be tossing these rib cages over right to the posters so that they're a little bit less scary, and then we're going to see which one are they willing to go for. So here we go.
You're going to toss? Well, hold on. I got to get video of you tossing. Yep. Okay, here we go. Okay.
All right, we got one on the side.
Okay, the rib cages are in the wolf cage now, Nick.
Okay, all right.
So hopefully that will encourage the wolves to make a prediction here. As of right now, no prediction has.
Well, so what I'm thinking is, you mentioned the level of interest. Maybe it's just hard to pick because they're unsure because it's going to be such a good game.
Oh, maybe it's going to be a way to take the positive approach, Nick. Yes, it's going to be such a good game that it's hard to predict. So that's probably the reason. Yes. But I will say that one of the posters, nature did act in a way and kind of blow one of the posters down.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell you which poster is standing yet. So let's we'll come back in a couple minutes, see if the meat works, and if not, I'm going to go with the poster that's still standing upright.
That sounds like a plan. I'm getting the sense that we'll probably get some action now with the extra enticement, but we'll find out here. We'll check in with you in a couple minutes, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, Tony Hart at the Lake Superior Zoo. Music on the way for you shortly from Paul Russell as we look to get a prediction on Super Bowl 58 from some wolves at the Lake Superior Zoo. It's Ellie Goulding now here in Mix It Away. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday. It's Nick Cooper in studio. It's Tony Hart on the road. Hello, Tony Hart.
Hi, we're still waiting the wolves to make a prediction here. So now, what kind of carnivores are these? We've thrown in like meat, raw meat for these things, and they're still. It must be me. Maybe they're skipping things.
Our team, they're making this tough on us. So what I'm going to do now is they're not going to eat these. These are apples. I'm going to be tossing them in there just to see if they even want to play with something that's even the shape of a football.
Okay, all right. I like the thought. Okay, here we go. Nice throw. We got one apple in there. Oh, here they come.
Okay, she's on the Kansas City Chiefs side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kansas City
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I mean, it's the closest the wolf has been to a sign, yes. And it is the only sign that's still standing. Oh, you missed that throw. Missed that. We're trying to toss the apples over the cage.
Yeah, because that
fencing here.
fence is pretty tall, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a good, I don't know, 15-foot tall fence. Yeah.
I gotta say that they called the Kansas City Chiefs.
I agree with you. Prediction here from the Wolves at the Lake Superior Zoo that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
The first one they sniffed. It's the first one that they came close to. So I think we got to go with Kansas City Chiefs. The Wolves are on it. Sierra, Shasta, Tahama. We're going to be rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs for you.
Do the Wolves think Taylor will get a ring, though, on Sunday?
Well,
I mean, that's what we're really caring about here. Well, the Wolves, the Apples really stirred things up, though. They're getting closer. So the Lake Superior Zoo Wolves have declared the Kansas City Chiefs the winner of this year's Super Bowl. Thank you very much, ladies, for having us here this morning. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Tony. Well, we appreciate you heading out there and dealing with the rainy situation we have to get the prediction. And now we know Kansas City Chiefs in what I'm guessing is going to be a tightly contested battle based on how things went this morning.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
All right. We'll let you get back to the station here. Thank you so much, Tony. We'll talk to you again soon.
Goodbye.
We'll get some music in for you shortly from Billie Eilish, Tate McRae, and remember a chance to win a trip to see, down to the cities to see Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and Ricky Martin, a show that is next week. Enter to win that show right now. Exclusive experience, including a drink with Enrique's band. Watch one of the songs on stage and upfront seating. The whole deal. Enter to win exclusively on the Mix 108 mobile app. You could be seeing Tate McRae. There's a chance to win a trip to Texas to see her this summer. Enter right now in the Mix 108 mobile app. A busy morning in the studio and also out of the studio this morning continues as Ben from Mainstream Fashions for Men joins us. Hi, Ben.
Good morning, my friend.
So you missed out. Tony was down at the Lake Superior Zoo a little while ago, and he was down there to get a Super Bowl prediction. So they have their wolves, which are all siblings. I did not know that. And so they put they had nice fancy glittery signs out, one for the Chiefs, one for the 49ers, with the goal of getting a prediction. They had to encourage them with some meat and some other stuff to eventually get a selection, but ultimately it sounds like they're picking the Kansas City Chiefs.
I respect that, and I'm, with the glittery signs, I'm surprised that wasn't enough for these wild animals to make a prediction.
I was surprised, apparently, and they know way more than I do about wolves, but they also were using scented lotion as a part of the attractant on the signs. Apparently that's a thing for them.
Did they use the same lotion though, so each team got a fair shake? All right,
yeah.
Fair enough.
So they were using it was like a Bath and Body Works lotion.
God bless. I don't know how someone did the research to figure out that wolves are attracted to one of these scents, but I wouldn't want to be the fellow that had to figure that out the hard way. I'll say that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm with them. I'm with the Wolves, man. I think that the Chiefs are too hot right now. I think the 49ers have looked far too mortal over these last couple of weeks, so I hope it's a good game. I hope it's a one-score game, but I would not be shocked to see the Chiefs pull this thing out.
So that's what I said, because they were initially, Tony made the joke that being the Wolves, they were taking their time making a pick. And he said, well, maybe they're just not interested in the game. I said, well, maybe it's just going to be a good game and they don't know what to pick.
See, I'm hoping for that, because there's always a time, like if I'm watching a big event, like a major or whatever, and I don't really care who wins, I'm pretty much just hoping it's a good quality game. And I'm just hoping we see a close game, a well-fought game, a clean game, and I'm hoping it's something like 27-24. I mean, that's just what I'm hoping for.
So I wanted to bring this up quick. We're going to talk about it earlier this morning, and we didn't get to it. So one of the reasons the Chiefs have been doing well is because of their defense, and there's a guy from northwestern Wisconsin that's a part of the Chiefs defense.
No kidding.
So his name is Leo Chenal. He's in his second season with the Kansas City Chiefs. He was drafted in the 2022 draft, and he actually is from Grantsburg.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. That's fantastic.
So we've got some video on our website, our mobile app, showing they did a little send-off earlier this week before he headed off to Vegas for the game.
Yeah.
Because they do the media week stuff and training or getting ready for the game. So I think it was either Sunday or Monday they did a send-off, but lined the streets of Grantsburg.
Fantastic.
Super cool. And so if you're looking for a rooting interest,
heck yeah.
We've got a local guy, 23 years old, in his second Super Bowl.
Good for him. I had seen a couple of those send-off videos of players at their mansions getting sent off by their other mansion-related friends. But like, it's heartwarming stuff because at the end of the day, these are still real people. Like,
for
I
sure.
think we probably put athletes on way too high of a pedestal.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're real people with real feelings, and for their hometown or their neighbors to be out there rooting for them, that's got to make them feel good. So I say, God bless them
for sure. Especially this guy. Like, he was just driving out of town in his pickup truck, and he
Yeah.
got his windows down. Everyone's cheering. He just looked just pumped.
Good for him. That's fantastic. That is a good feel good story. And I still don't feel like I'm really rooting for everyone, but I do think the Chiefs are going to win this one. So we'll see on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be out at my sister's place, and the cousins are all going to be playing. And my parents are actually coming up from Iowa, and so we're all going to watch the Super Bowl together. It's going to be great.
I'm just hoping for a good game, good food, good halftime show, good commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me that, I'm happy.
Yeah, the 2000s baby in me is going to be coming out with Usher there. That's for sure.
Yes. It's going to be a good time. I'm hoping for a great show.
Yeah, man.
Hoping we get Ludacris, hoping we get Lil Jon.
We got to. There's no way we don't. I mean, it's Vegas. They're going to be there anyways.
Oh, 100%.
They got to show up and do at least, they have to.
100%.
Have to.
All right, Ben, you're here to do some business. Let's talk about what's going on at Mainstream.
Yeah, so we're still doing our buy one, get one for a buck sale. It has been going unbelievably well. I'm sure you've seen me running back and forth down the streets because we have sold a lot of suits over the last month. Two common questions that we're getting. One, how much longer is this sale going to be going? I still don't have an end date. I'm going to keep it going as long as I possibly can because this is the last time that we're doing it, and I don't want anyone to call and say, oh, is this still going on? Like, I didn't get a chance to come in. Nah, we're going to keep it going as long as we possibly can, but it's going to be inventory dependent. So 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday is when you can come down and see us. We'd love to hook you up. It's all suits, all sport coats, and all outerwear that's in stock. Number 2 question we get asked is, are you guys going anywhere? No, we're not going anywhere. We just got off our record year, but we just don't want to raise prices. And so therefore, we're just not going to be doing these big, crazy sales anymore. So we're keeping prices as absolutely reasonable as we possibly can, but we're just going to have these big sales kind of go away. But we're not going anywhere. Mainstream is doing really well. We're entering our 34th year of business here in downtown Duluth. We don't plan on going anywhere, but this sale is going somewhere.
All right, so inventory is still good enough to get down, check things out. I know we've talked about the record. Is it still?
It's still 8.
Okay.
So I had another 8 last week from when I talked to you. People got a kick out of that last week, but we had another 8. So if anyone wants to come and buy more than 8 units, God bless you. We'd be loving to see you. But 8 has been tied. So there you have it.
So a couple of other quick notes. So obviously, if you're looking to make sure you're looking good for the new year, this is the Mainstream, the place to go, guys. But the other thing is, we're starting to get toward wedding season again.
Yeah, we are.
So if you know you've got something ahead, get as far ahead of that as you can.
Yep, we've been booking weddings like it's going out of style right now, and we have wonderful pricing packages for you to own the suits as opposed to renting it, because we down at Mainstream think it's silly for you to throw a few $100 away renting something when I can sell you something for just slightly more, a good quality suit that actually fits you. So if you've got a wedding coming up this fall or summer, come down and see us. We would love to help you out, show you everything we can do for you.
And Ben, where can people find you?
206 West Superior Street, right across from the Holiday Center, or check us out at mainstreamduluth.com.
All right. Thank you, Ben. You have yourself a good weekend. Enjoy the game. We'll talk next week.
You bet.
All right. We're going to get your workday kicked off. 108 minutes commercial free. That includes songs from the weekend. Justin Bieber, Ava Max, and more here in Mix 108.